Are we here? I just wanted to start the stream, but I need to go go get my coffee and shit. But it's up. It's running, right? Let me see. Welcome to Accelerating Shade on a Sunday. It's for you guys. Let me just pull this up. I gotta go. I'll be right back. But you guys just like populate, start talking, figure your stuff out. How was your Halloween? Start getting your chats going so I can talk to you. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're live. So, I'll play some music for you. I don't know. Here. I'll put my Pandora back on. But I'll be right back. I don't even have my blunt rolled, guys. But, whatever. It's gonna be a very chill day. And this is Pink. Let's not play Pink. What's going on? Oh, it wasn't. Welcome to Accelerate. 8 people. Alright, didn't have the chat open, so you gotta like. If you said something, you gotta say it again. Unless you didn't say anything at all. Happy Sunday. Got my coffee. I'm rolling my. I have to roll my blunt still, so we gotta chill. And I have to sit a little farther away from this damn thing because I've been breaking it all morning. My energy is a little out of control. My vibration is trying to find its home frequency, and it's doing funny stuff. So I'm gonna let you guys talk to me there. Oh, hey Geneva, you gonna smoke too? Oh yeah. All I have left is this white grape gimmick, so I'm gonna use that. And then I'm probably never going to smoke one of those ever again because I hate them so much. But how's everyone's Halloween? Anybody have anything weird happen to them? I have a couple weird things that didn't happen to me personally. Well, no, yeah, it did happen to me personally, but not ghost related, so more like creepy cars stalking me, but that's a whole different kind of situation. Well, I got grape because I was trying to be nice. You see how far that always gets me though? I got grape because I wanted to be nice. I hate grape. But I also am out of papers, so this is kind of all we've got, and I don't really feel like smoking bongs. So, and I want to just like kind of chill with you guys. I don't have anything planned in particular. Where the hell is the seam? There it is, there it is.
Back for a limited time. It's grilled right in front of you with nothing artificial. It has nothing to hide, but you can wrap it in a tortilla anyway. Hurry in, chorizo is almost gone. Chipotle.
Man, there are a lot of commercials. What the fuck is that about? Better be subscribing with your Amazon Prime account. It's free every month. Choose us, man. Trust me, it's worth it. Oh! Okay. Damn, this fucking shit.
I could use some reminding myself, so I'm having a buddy record a call out in the new Call Me Out app, which helps
if I could get closer to my computer, my plan was to look up when, did we ever figure out when retrograde was gonna be? It was the day after. Yeah, exactly. So, I'm gonna try and pull this up while I'm doing this. Try to sit like at least 3 feet away so my heart chakra doesn't interfere. But it's really my solar plexus. Like when I feel like I have electronic energy field, like if I have some kind of, it's gonna sound crazy, but when I'm like affecting energy fields, it's normally, or especially electronic ones, I can feel it right in my pit, like right here in my solar plexus. It's really tight here, and I have to like remember to like breathe it out. Like it's like just that one muscle gets so tense, and when that muscle gets tense is when I find that electronics around me are malfunctioning. So it's like I don't know if it's correlated, but it happens at the same time. And when I try and breathe that muscle and try and relax it and realize that I'm not like tensing that muscle, then it tends to relax and continue on what it's doing And here again, hearing myself on the loop is always so weird at first. Turn that down. I didn't get a chance to go through the Rocky Mountain Pro web. I wonder if I can do that. My computer's not even opening Google right now, so let's give it a second. I should have just introduced myself as, hello, I'm your future Rocky Mountain Pro Twitch champion. But I don't think you guys can handle that kind of confidence this early on a Sunday. If you guys missed the panel last Sunday after my stream, go back and watch it. It is awesome. If you missed Shocktober, I think we're airing part 2 this Thursday, or something like that. So be there. And just get your tickets now for November 17th at the Quarry at rmpwrestling.com, because we're going to sell out. It's going to be the best show. It's going to be good. So fucking be there, dude. And then we have, starting in January, we're going to be at the Quarry every Thursday. Every Thursday. So none of y'all have an excuse as to why you can't be there. Plan ahead. Every Thursday. You get Rocky Mountain Pro. I mean, like, come on, dude. That's some shit right there. Alright, now I was trying to watch. I'm not the best blunt roller. I am a joint roller. Can't even see me right now, probably. Suckers. This is gonna be wonky as fuck. I'm gonna try. Lord, how's... Oh, what? Antivirus protection. I know. Why is it telling me that? How do I have here? 4 people. You guys can say shit. Which means probably 2 of you, because I'm on, Geneva's on. So who else? Alright, so guess what's not working? So I'm going to have to pull it up on my phone. This is wonky, but it'll do. Oh, no. Well, let me twist your arm to have to pack your bong again. That's okay. This is... Boom. Here we go. I am shaking. Let me eat a donut. Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me okay, right? I have the microphone on the ground. God. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this now, because... So happy Pagan New Year. I hope some of you feel renewed. I know a lot of the time I feel like kind of like an empty shell after Halloween. So I want to check in on how everyone else was feeling. Like you look forward to Halloween for so long because it's not Christmas or the holidays. I don't know what it is about Halloween. People love it, but you get to not. It's, I think for most people it's just you get to dress up as someone else and escape your reality. So I think that's probably why a lot of people love Halloween so much. But now we're in like full, as crazy as it sounds, we're in full holiday swing. Like it's just gonna get worse from here, and people's energies are gonna be a lot more concerned with like trying to please others, and I think that that's where we go wrong. Instead of like, I don't know, trying to make sure that you're content and ready for the winter is the purpose of this time of the year, not work yourself to death so that you can make sure that your loved ones will still love you because you get them all the shiny things. But I don't know. I'm just not looking forward to... Is there like programs running in the background eating up the memory? Probably. Would I know how to fix that? No. Let's see if I can get Google to work. Maybe it's just being weird. Yep. Alright, we got it. I want to look up when retrograde was. Mercury, because I think we're already in it. I think we're in the pre-shadow before it goes stationary retrograde. Or I think it's like starting like right now. Like I can feel it, guys. Like yesterday. Sorry, I got like eye boogers. Let's do this one. No, I know. Remember when we were talking about like how nervous I was about Venus retrograde and how when that goes station, literally the next day Mercury goes to stationed retrograde. So we'd have it's going to be boom boom, and it's not going to be good. Venus retrograde has been proven to be extremely troublesome, and my heart hurts like all the time. And I'm not okay with it, and I'm kind of at the point where I don't know where I'm at. But I don't know if I can wait for Venus to come out of retrograde is where I am. November 17th. So 14 plus 18. So yeah, yesterday, right? Yesterday would have been the 2-week period. The 3rd. So yes, I felt, I don't know, man, like you can say what it is, but I was thinking about Mercury going into retrograde yesterday when it went into the pre-shadow. So, no, they just don't. Oh, and I got a message from the JCW Tag Team Champion. Let's see. Right on. Let's take a video of a video. You guys ready? Oh, my hair is like still up. I haven't even done anything with it. Hey, look. We're on Twitch. Say hi, Twitch. You can't really see them. That's cool. I rolled this. I still haven't lit this. Let's do that. For some reason, all I have in my head is a copy of a copy of a copy. Is this straight? Like I'm glad I'm not sitting close to it because my stomach is so fucking like ridiculously tight. My eyebrows are crazy. Okay. Let me pull this back up. Is it gonna let me go back to see the stream my chat? Oh, I lost the chat. Damn. Alright, well. It's gonna be one of those days, apparently. Alright. So yesterday, Mercury went into pre-shadow while we still have Venus in retrograde. I think we're approaching a new moon as well. Boom. All right. That's weird. No, what? There's nothing new under the sun? What does that even mean? is nothing new under the sun. You know, what were we talking about? CERN. We were talking about... What is... Come on, yo. Come on, yo. Let me tell you what, I have less than 2 weeks to get my fucking car fixed, because it's gonna... You're gonna see me, like, in the next week being like, man, remember that voice you talk about when you're supposed to listen to what it tells you, and then you don't, and then the bad shit happens, you get upset because you should have listened to that voice? That's gonna be me if I don't get my shit together, and all you guys can do is be like, hey, remember that time you said this was gonna happen, and you didn't do anything to fix it? In today's words, it means that everything has been done, a copy of a copy, but it sends nothing new under the sun. It's like in the Bible. So, there's another indicator that this is all a simulation then. Man, like, I don't know. Like, in all, I always come back to this, but in reality, if we are in a simulation, like, what are you gonna do? What would you do with that information? Like, if it turned out to be, like, if, like, all of a sudden there was just, like, a worldwide announcement that was like, yeah, so everyone's individual experiences are individual of everyone else's, and you're kind of existing in a virtual reality machine, and everyone that you've interacted with and felt like you've had connections to actually don't exist. What would you do with that information? How would you proceed with your life? I think people would just cling to the ideology that this is like, that people are, I don't know, this borderline psychotic, I know it sounds like, and I'm of stable mental mindset for the most part when it comes to that stuff. You gotta find a way to hack it, right? Me too. Get everything you ever wanted if it's just a simulation, man. But that's the issue then, is like, how do you figure out what you want? Why is Moobot up our fucking ass right now? Fuck you, Moobot. I mean, I'm just kidding. I don't know you, so I'm not gonna say that. Damn ads. This is some shit. Oh, maybe because I was streaming through Rocky Mountain Pro, I didn't have ads the last couple times. How do you find out what you want? Because it took me 29 years to actually say, hey, wait, fuck this. I'm gonna go do what I want to do. But it took me that long to figure out what I wanted to do. Because I was doing what I wanted that whole time. It just wasn't good for me. So, like, how do you find, like, at your base, like, in your soul, like, what is going to make you happy? Do you need to look, like, back during your childhood when, I mean, how could we prove we aren't in a sim? We can't. Even, I guess Elon Musk is, like, he's like, there's, like, there's, like, a huge chance that we are in it and a very small chance that we're not. But, like, can we talk about, like, mood swings then, and how, I guess that's why it's so important that we're taught that we can only control how we react to others, not how others react to us. So we just have to focus on our reactions. Like, what is that about? Do you think that's another clue that we're in a simulation, and that the whole concept of non-attachment and Buddhism philosophies, and that attachment is pain? Do you, like, that's kind of where I'm at now. Interpreting dreams. In dreams, everything that you encounter in your dream is a reflection of yourself. So there's no such thing as, like, unless you are astral projecting, and I'm guessing like there are certain circumstances where you can meet other people in dreams, but for the most part, anyone you meet in your dream is just a reflection of yourself. Every building you're in is symbolic of your psyche, and so like the basement would have to do with the subconscious, and the attic would have more to do with the third eye, and like I guess like I don't know, the highest perspective. I don't mean to start talking about dreams, but I'm saying like byproduct of consciousness. Everything originates from consciousness. Nothing happens to you. Even through physics, you know, there's an electronic field around us so that we actually never touch anything. It's in a, like, I don't know what this feeling is of me grabbing this this chair, but it's like on a quantum mechanical level, like there are electronic fields are between me and the chair are colliding, and I'm guessing that's what's the sensation of touch is actually just the two electronic fields. What is it called? Yeah, that's what it is. Touching. That's got to be what touch is, because then it sends the signal of electronic energy to your brain to give you that feeling of touch. It's all from here. It's consciousness. Right, and we just have to trust others to say their consciousness is present and not just one inside ourselves. So we don't know when we talk to people. And it's like, I'm not trying to go down like a psychotic rabbit hole. I'm just saying, if you apply the concepts from like the paths are many, truth is one deal, where, you know, it's like, it's all love type thing, like that whole concept of, doesn't matter what religion you preach, the base concept is to love one another and to care about one another. So the paths are many, truth is one. You can find many paths to that same answer. So it doesn't matter what kind of path you take, as long as you know that love is the base all end all, love frequency and all that. And aren't like atoms mostly empty, so like we aren't even touching much anyway. We're mostly made up of empty space. There is very little of us that are actually made up of physical things. Like, we're mostly empty space on a quantum level. Just saying, man. It's all in the brain. So if you just focus on, should we just be focusing on the brain? Like, I don't know. And they also, like, the whole concept of when someone pisses you off or someone bothers you, it's most often what they're doing is a reflection of something that you also do in your life, so that you get even more upset because subconsciously it's something that you don't like about yourself. And the things that you like about in others are reflections of things you like about yourself. So, again, even in relationships, are you even experiencing the other person, or are you just projecting your subconscious feelings on other people? And thinking that they're doing these things. And if that's the case, then what? You know? Then you just, like, do you cycle into a, like, this, like, thing of, like, self-hatred, or, like, or embrace being alone? Do you lose any kind of sense of conscience, so that you just go do whatever the fuck you want all the time? Is that how sociopaths are made? What's the line here? How much should we invest into this simulation, you know? If it's just about finding happiness and being present in the moment and doing what is right in the moment, then Man, I don't know. Man, this weed's just popping out of this fucking blunt. Come on. That's kind of where I'm at today. That's where I've been at. How many times have we died in the simulation? How many times, you know? What if the subconscious voice that's telling us things is actually the player? The player is the player the subconscious? Is that us? Being present is important, yeah. My biggest problem is being grounded and present. Maybe the soul's the player. Man. But like, I don't know, I've been in and out of psychiatric offices for most of my young adult life, but they never once told me I had multiple personality disorder. But reincarnation has to be just playing again. How much of a player are you? An old soul is like a veteran player, you know? I forgot what I was just talking about. Oh, I always feel like, do you think there can be teams? Because I always feel like there's more than one influence in my head. But then I don't know what that's about. That could just be damage from playing. Has anyone tried manifesting things? I know I tried assigning everyone homework that one time. 3 people. It's just us. It's just us and a lurker. Come talk to us. No one's gonna judge you. I'm not gonna pull up videos. I'm just gonna talk at y'all. New can of worms. Who makes the player? Oh, where do souls come from? That's what you're doing right now? Fuck. That is a whole new can of worms. That's some DMT, I think, related stuff. Where are we really then? And like, if that's the case, I think the first thing I would do is fix all my body pain because I'm hurting all the time. What's the concept of pain? Because obviously pain is a reaction in the brain, right? Yeah, it's been a little dark recently. Everyone's kind of, a lot of hate's going on. It's hard to manifest, I think, with hate around you. Right? I've had neck pain since last Sunday. It's not even wrestling related. It's just trying to sleep. And then what is sleep then? Where do we go when we sleep? Is that a whole new simulation? Is that a test simulation? Do we have to go, what is that? Is that a different training scenario? What? What are we training for? No pain would be great. Yeah. Fear makes it harder to manifest anything, even if it's just a feeling of the people around you. Absolutely. Because then they'll just absorb it, not even realizing that they're absorbing energy you're trying to put out for yourself. Because they're just like, that's how I am in most public places and how I am. So I get it, but it's not good. You gotta try to fix that shit. I like my energy field to be able to spread out where it wants to go. As long as it doesn't take up a whole house right now. It's doing alright. I'm not fucking with the stream and I'm good 2 or 3 feet away. I have been trying to manifest joy. I remember that one Sunday, a couple Sundays ago, I just wasn't in it. It like kind of freaked me out how sad I looked. So was it Sunday or Tuesday? I don't remember. But I didn't even manifest joy. And it was like 11:11, and I was trying to manifest joy. So we'll see how that works. It's this election got people bugging. I hope so. I still have to do my mail-in ballot. I'm gonna do that today. Manifest some joy. Man. But at what point, like, if where you're trying to manifest joy, there's no joy, then should you go somewhere else to manifest it? That's kind of where I'm at, you know? Because you should always be able to manifest joy. I feel like that should be a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. For all those people just tuning in. Oh, I've got like 2 more. What's up? It's Accelerating Shade. My name is Shade. We're getting a little existential today. Because we just entered Mercury retrograde pre-shadow yesterday. So we're gearing up for that. We're in the tail end of Venus retrograde. So if you have relationship issues, you're not alone. So there are other people also having relationship issues. But try to stick through it. I don't know. I don't know about me, but Shay just does better on her own. That's just how it's always been. It's how it probably always will be. And I'm okay with it. Yeah, this election's got everyone freaking out. All of my commercials for like all my music stations are about the different propositions that people have to vote on. They have to do with like fracking and stuff like that. So I think like construction too. I have to look it up before I send it in. And I know that you have to have your mail in the mail by tomorrow morning. So make sure you guys have that done. Obviously today the mail's closed. I didn't eat donuts, man. Like I said, ask me questions. Moobot, I don't want nothing to do with you. 6 people, welcome. What's up, guys? Yeah, right? Well, I've been craving like a bacon, egg, and cheese from like Grand Central Station, which is like it's the deli like right by the entrance to the Metro North Railroad building. That's the sandwich that I want. That's the sandwich that I've wanted for a couple weeks now, and I obviously can't have that, but it's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I would manifest. Bacon, egg, and cheese from fucking New York City. Or even Warwick. I'll take C&D's Deli too. Shout out. But damn. Some Frank's Pizza. What is the basis of human happiness? Wouldn't it be to make sure that all of your essential like needs are fed, like are met? So like food, clothes, shelter, and I guess comfort of the mind, right? Where's my chat room? Shit is fucked up. There we go. You do have the base bacon, egg, and cheeses. I miss it. They don't even try out here, I feel like. There are... Alyssa and I found this one place with a water boiler. So I ate there, but they're all like down deeper in Denver, not by me. Isn't there a pyramid of hierarchy of needs? So it would be like love, acceptance, stability, safety, health, some kind of a creative outlet, right? I don't know. These are things that I think about when I drive around and I'm doing stuff and I look at what other people are doing with their lives. I'm like, what for them, what do you think makes them happy? What do you think, what is their concept of happiness? And this shit is still fucked up. I'm gonna restart Twitch. I can't see anything. I used to deliver pizza when I was in Colorado Springs, and I was just driving out to train and all of that. And just like wondering what kind of situations people were in for the fact that they were ordering pizza, like just, and also just seeing happy people. Like when you see happy people in public, do you get upset, or do you just wonder like how are they happy, what are they doing? Do you guys kind of know where I'm going with this? Like on a base level, stripping away the best iPhone and having the best HD smart television, or, you know, making sure your credit is so on point that you can, in theory, do all of these things that you're never actually going to do because you don't want to mess up the credit. But are those things that make you happy, or is it the good food that you eat every day, the conversations and the interactions that you have with other people? Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I am going to do that. Like, the point of life is for what? We've decided it's meaningless and that it's just for the pursuit of your own happiness. Like, I've done enough acid to know that life is meaningless and that we're just, like, chilling here. Because we instill ideas of morals and rules, but in reality, there's no such thing because it's man-made. What's real? The fucking sun coming up in the morning and going down at night. But is it? Just going on tangents today. We are mammals with, who gave us all this consciousness? Where'd all this consciousness come from? What the fuck? Yeah, you ever, like, see, I always see, again, and, like, the whole concept of happiness, when I see dogs, forget it. I'm like, how are they so happy all the time? They're just like, let's go hang out with this. Oh, what are you doing over here? Let's, like, oh, you're gonna pet me? That's cool. You got snacks? Like, how awesome would that be? I mean, would you be okay with that if you had that kind of level? Wake up, scavenge, refuel, repeat. I mean, yeah, if you're, and we are animals, and we're also, we also kind of like are bacteria and viruses. That's kind of how we operate. That's it. And procreate. Yeah, spread. That's like what we do. Now. Spread of things that are more like you. Oh, DJK. You want to have children? Really? They're expensive. In theory, I would want one, but do I want to be responsible for creating another player? Because who creates the players, Geneva? Probably us, the women. Why do the women make the players? I keyed. No, just the practice. I mean, everyone should practice. There's no such thing as practicing too much. So what? Oh man, you're gonna start making me think about consciousness in terms of, like, when conception, like, when does the soul... Alright, we're not going down that road. Hey, I would be Mr. Mom, but I like to be pampered. Hey, don't we all want to just be pampered? Isn't that... Wouldn't people just be lying if they said they didn't want to be pampered? And no crying if I eat bonbons all day watching soaps. Is that during the pregnancy or after the baby's born? Oh. Geneva, no. I mean, aren't we just basically viruses? How do we know viruses aren't conscious? Do we know that? Well, both, because I'm a princess. I mean, there you go. That's it. As long as you're not crying eating the bonbons watching the soaps. As you can just eat the bonbons and watch the soaps, then that's better, but you can't cry. And hopefully they won't cry either, whoever. You're the princess. You can be the princess. Sure. How would we know if viruses were conscious? Well, I'm sure that's what they're fucking working on in all those secret underground biochem labs. Which is scary. That's like the most terrifying thing is biowarfare. What's a sad soap? I mean, yeah, I guess you gotta make sure your hormones are on point. If you're not crying during a sad soap, you probably have some postpartum depression. And the symbiotic relationship with the microorganisms that live on and within us is no different than the termite. I've heard a lot of people say that mushrooms have consciousness. That's actually the zombie ants caused by a fungus. No! Stop. Yeah, I've seen those videos where there's like different funguses that infect. Are we a fungus or a virus? Yeah, it's just like I think we've been overpowering our resources for way too long. That's why we were okay as hunters and gatherers, and the idea of migration was natural and necessary, and now it's not, and we are setting up, this is my land, that is your land, you can't cross this line. Like, that's not how it works. That's not how this is supposed to work. Never was. Never. It's never gonna work. It's just gonna always create trouble. That's what you get. It's for you. I'm hungry as fuck right now. Oh, alright, let me eat some donuts before I finish this shit. Make actual food. I'm gonna stretch this hip out. So if you guys are in the Denver area, come down to the Watering Bowl tonight. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be some cool stuff. I'm gonna be at Primo's Pro Wrestling today. What if the consciousness is bacteria, virus, fungi, colonies, oh. So like the idea of targeted individuals on like a whole another deep kind of level. Everything has its reason for being there. It's a battle between it all to survive. Organisms excel. Is that the concept of evolution too, right? Adapt or die. Well, sorry, I haven't like eaten anything today. I think that's very prevalent. And I think that we're in a period of like huge jump, like people have been writing about it, that we're in a huge transformation period, but we really are, because if you just look at the last 10 years, how we communicate with one another on the internet, it went from chat rooms to like Friendster to MySpace to Facebook, and then we got Instagram and Twitter, and we had Vine and Snapchat, and we have instant access to one another, and how because we have instant access, we cannot feel each other's energy fields. We have to adapt. And so we look at other factors, and we start examining other social cues, like what kind of emojis are being used. The whole idea of giving each other the feeling when you da-da-da-da, and it's just a GIF, and like 50 people like it because they can they can relate to what you're talking about. But you're not saying really anything. You're just like, you're trying to share an emotion instead of like just giving words on paper. You're sharing like it's a strange thing, and people are becoming, a hive mind is building, but it's less empathetic because of the loss of face-to-face feelings and stuff. Yeah, there's like social cues aren't a thing anymore. But we can still connect, like it's not, but we can connect through things like memes or things like that. Or cartoons. Like I think we used to do it with political cartoons. Because cartoons were, politics, was always like a taboo thing to talk about in a lot of households, but political cartoons were cool. Or jokes. Humor is a good way to cover it too. But now we have instant like tweets and interactions that we're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I should do a show about it. A different point. Soon communication is probably just going to be even more instant. Like I remember when Nextels came out and it was like you could call people for free after 9, or you could tweet like, chirp them. So you go bleep bleep, and it was like a walkie-talkie. I don't know if there's a lot of young people watching, but that was the shit. And I only had one other friend with a Nextel at the time. This was pre-text messaging, by the way. And so we would talk through walkie-talkie. She'd be screaming, "What are you doing?" Like 2 a.m. It'd be funny. Do you remember my Nextel, Geneva? I still have it, I feel like, somewhere. I might have thrown it away finally. Yeah, it's nuts. I remember you were the one, the first person I knew to have a smartphone. First iPhone I ever seen. It was insane that you could just pull up anything that I could pull up on my huge-ass desktop computer, and you could do it in the palm of your hand. Faster than I could do it on my desktop. It was a crazy... Like, we're going to be thinking about that time, I think, for a very long time, because of how important and significant that time was for technology, and how since then we've just gone, like, such a fucking... What was it? Remember nights and weekends were free calls and also bra free time. Yeah. It was after bra hours. After bra hours, put your bra on, we're going out. Boys don't get it when I say that to them, though. They're like, what? Put your bra on, we're going out. It's more like put your pants on for most of us girls, though. Well, not me. You guys always had your pants on. Anyway. Check out this. Check this out. I haven't done shit. I'm almost done with this blunt, so I guess when I'm done with the blunt, I'll bounce. But I have to go eat and stretch, and I have no sports tape. How are they not going to sell sports tape at a dollar store? Not even a dollar store, because not everything was $1. That shit was fucking pricey. Ended up at a Dollar General, Family Dollar, whatever the fuck. Yeah, you got a little gun show there for my loyal. Oh, I got 7 people now. What's up? As I'm about to try and bounce out of here. Everyone just waking up. Good morning. Happy Sunday. My name is Shayde, and I've been accelerating. I'm getting closer and closer to the computer, though. My energy's too wonky because I keep fucking with the computer, so I've been staying away. And if you've watched my show before, we talk about vibration, so go back and watch some shit. So what have we been basically, like, I think what I'm trying to talk about for people who are just joining me, if you have something to say or, like, contribute, please. But I've been just thinking a lot about how you figure out what makes you happy and how you distinguish if it's a healthy kind of happy or if it's a happy that's just trying to satisfy you, and where you are right now instead of the good long-term happiness that we should be seeking, which is just joy in the long term. So I guess, should we be seeking constant moments of joy, or should we be safe and do things in order to ensure our futures that are never guaranteed? That's where I'm at. Guys, got anything? 8 people. Someone please. Should you be focusing on inner happiness, or should you be focusing on the happiness of comfort, things like good food and clothing and but really that's just also just entertaining your brain too. So it's inner happiness that we should be working on. There's nothing that we're going to be able to have given to us that's going to give us happiness. So then how do you happy? That's what. Anybody got any answers? No, I lost some people. They're like, fuck this bitch. I don't know what the fuck she's saying. I'm out. I am out. Or maybe they're like, oh yeah, go be happy. And maybe they did that. So let's just hope they did that instead. Give me answers. I'm gonna set my fucking shit on fire. There we go. Anybody? So for me personally, let's go through this. Being present is a start. Okay. Being grateful. That goes right along with it. That's like the first step to attracting things to you. And setting your vibration. Having goals to climb towards. But yeah. Yeah. Having a goal. Being present. Should you have a goal for a whole bunch of things, or just like one goal at a time in one aspect of your life, do you think? I think that it is going to be a lot more successful to do one at a time, because I've tried to do 2 or 3 and it doesn't work. I think it's is it a one at a time thing? Well, soon it's not even a thing, because we can't start anything new because we're about to enter our retrograde period. So we are all in the reserve. Build right now. We just need to build what we've got. There's starting anything new that invests, that takes risk and things like that. I don't know. I'm almost out of this coffee. Is this one warm? Baby step for goals. No one can do the end result without a capable achievement. What's the best thing you can do towards that goal right now? That's what you have to think about. That's the whole idea of being present too, is like, what can I do right now to ensure that if I do the right thing at every moment in order to ensure that goal, there's no way that you can't achieve that goal, right? You give yourself the best kind of foundation to do it. So at least for me, for wrestling, if I'm like chilling, I'm not doing anything, and it's like, what do you want to do? I want to be a professional wrestler. Okay, well then, why aren't you watching wrestling tape? Why aren't you practicing like facial expressions in the mirror? Why aren't you working out? So that's when I usually go, okay, well then, that. But sometimes it's, I have to go to work. Well then, that's the next best thing to do, because I have to work so that I can afford to be here in order to wrestle. So again, pay my bills in order so I can get in that ring, because we know that obviously historically I've kind of fucked myself on that regard, so working is important. What's the next best thing you guys can do to achieve your goals type stuff? And on that note, my next best thing is probably to eat some food and stretch some more and get ready for this show. It's going to be good. So make sure you check us out on Twitch this Thursday, 8 o'clock, check out our shows and all that, and like, subscribe, no, wait, that's YouTube, was it follow? Sub tier. There it is. Follow sub tier. I want to spend today trying to figure out what's going to make me happy, I think, in the long run. I also just watched Practical Magic again on Halloween. That's how I spent my Halloween. So, got really high and watched Practical Magic. So, the concept of trying to find out what you want in life, what if it turns out to be more inner than outer? You know, like, what if what you want out of life is a more stable, more stable mental health, or stable emotions, or not feeling anxiety all the time, feeling more calm, feeling confident. Maybe those things are the things that are going to make people happy. I don't know. But, so yeah, that's where I'm at. This has been Accelerating Shade. Oh wait, we got a huge ass thing here. Start with the controllable things. You know what you have to do each day. Organize those items to be efficient. Then add an item in. Willpower and motivation is hard to say. Just do it, but you have to accept if you do slip and try again the next day. But control what you have, add to the items, and expand. Yeah, easier to say than to do, I know. But you're not wrong. You absolutely should. You should always do something that scares you. You should always kind of like face a fear if you can. But that's if you have enough resources mentally to do so. If you're just trying to maintain what you got going on, then just do that. Don't rush it, because if you rush it, I feel like it's going to backfire and it's going to set back your progress instead of moving forward. So that's the whole idea with going with your gut and your personal vibration. If it matches your personal vibration, then obviously go for it. But if it's bringing it down and it makes you feel kind of weird and icky, then don't fucking do it. That's your gut. That's how I'm trying to explain it to you. But yes, thank you, DJK. And it could be as easy, like for me, it's probably not going to work out, but I'm going to try not to explode on anyone today. Because I'm feeling very emotionally vulnerable. So I'm going to try and I'm going to go and do my work, and I'm going to come home and go to bed, and I have to work early tomorrow morning. And that is my plan, is I'm going to do all those things, and I'm going to have a nice, even keel, for the most part, except for when I step in and out of the ring, because that's, no, we don't know what's going to happen. But, God damn it, that's my goal, DJK, is to just do what I got to do, and then just on top of that, maybe just try and be a little bit more even keel, and not so explosive and throw so much fucking shade out of nowhere. But I guess that's who I am, too. And on that note, everyone enjoy your Sunday. Check us out. We're going to be at the Quarry on November 17th, so get your tickets, tell your friends. And I'll catch you guys on Tuesday night, or technically Wednesday, midnight, Tuesday, midnight Wednesday, late Tuesday night, 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, on that note, hope everyone enjoys their day. Please manifest some joy. Try to make each other happy. Or if you can't make each other happy, make yourself happy and leave the other people alone. Manifest some joy. That's right. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. I'll see you guys in a few days. Have a good one.